So in this video, I'm going to show you how I made custom floor mats for the Veleno build I'm working on. I've already got the shape of the floor mat cut out of German square weave carpet, and this is the hide I'm going to be using for my binding. Binding is basically the border that gets sewn around the edge of the floor mat. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure the overall distance of binding that I need and then cut the binding out of my leather hide. I'm going to keep the binding 2 inches wide so that I have enough to wrap around the back of the floor mat. Now I lay the binding down with the back side up on the face of my floor mat, and I line the edge up with the outer edge of the floor mat. And then I lay my stitch about a 1/2 inch in from the outer edge of the floor mat. Now I've taken the binding and flipped it over, wrapped it around the back side of the square weave carpet, and then I'm laying a stitch from the top down right next to the leather. You don't want to touch the leather, you don't want to put the needle through it because you'll have to start over it, it'll show. But with the proper thread color right next to your binding, it hides this stitch and it makes for a really nice finished product. Now I'm just going to do a test fit with the floor mat in the car to double check everything's where it's supposed to be, and then I'm going to install T-Nix German fasteners to hold it down to the floor so it doesn't slide around. And these are the T-Nix fasteners. The top is spring-loaded, and when you pull on it, it releases the ball socket, which fastens from the back side. So I have to cut a hole here and then thread this through. It's a really solid fit. So the nice thing about this German square weave carpet is that you can cut a hole in it without it fraying just because of how it's put together. So now I'll thread the ring on from the back with a special tool that's provided with the kit. The next step is to lay the floor mat back on the carpet, get it exactly where I want it, and then lay out the location of the receivers and install them in the under layer of the floor. Now I've threaded the receivers in, and I can go ahead and lock the floor mat down, and that's it. Overall, it makes for a really nice, solid, and good-looking floor mat.